office of the Always Believe House. Today we're going to continue systems of equations. It's going to be life-changing. The first time in your life, you're going to have two equations with two variables, and you're going to find the value of the variables. Ho, 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 ho. Talk about F-U-N, fun, fun, fun. It's called substitution. So let's get going, and a magical whiteboard appears, and we will start taking notes. Okay. So this should be appearing on your paper. Hopefully you're writing this down. Substitution day one. A system contains two linear equations. The solution to a system is where the two lines intersect. And it is an ordered pair. It's x comma y. It's the ordered pair where the two lines cross. For two variable systems, there are three possible types of solution. One solution, which is an ordered pair. If the lines are parallel, there's no solution. And if the lines coincide, if you have the same line right on top of each other, then it's infinitely, and I'm going to abbreviate, many solutions. Okay? So you could get one solution, one ordered pair, no solution, the lines are parallel. Infinitely many means any point on the lines will work. When we do these, we may end up seeing this, okay? Now then, I'm going to show you how to do this with more power. When we do substitution in here, we will have one equation that is solved for one variable. And you're just going to substitute in the other one, and you're going to see how to do this. Okay, so let's watch how we're going to do this. On this problem here, underline the first equation that's solved for y. I know that y equals 4x minus 1. So what I'm going to take, and let's just write this down, y equals 4x minus 1. I'm going to take that 4x minus 1 and plug it into I'm not the x, Jiminy Crickets. I'm really going to confuse you. Plug it into that y. So I'm going to replace the y in the other equation with 4x minus 1. So let's write this equation down right here. So I'm going to write down y equals 2x minus 5. Okay, I'm going to replace this y with 4x minus 1, and it's going to equal to 2x minus 5. Does everyone just see what I did? I replaced this y with that 4x minus 1. I replaced a y for a y. Since y equals 4x minus 1, I can replace that y with 4x minus 1. Notice what happened. In this equation, I have x and y. I cannot solve for x and y because there's two equations. But what happens after I substitute? After I substitute in this equation, I only have x. I have two x's, but I only have one variable x. I can solve for the x now. So let's solve for x. Move the smallest x. This is a lot of integer work. If you can't do your integer work, this is going to be hard. 4x minus 2x is 2x minus 1 equals negative 5. And just solve the equation. Did this in junior high. We're going to move over the 1. 2x equals negative 4. Divide by 2. And we get x equals negative 2. Ho, 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 ho. Now then, take this equation and put it right here. So write down y equals 4x minus 1. I know that x is negative 2. So I'm going to replace that x with negative 2. Now that I'm going to do the math, you could punch 4 times negative 2 minus 1 on the calculator. It's going to get you y equal negative 7. Box that. Your answer is going to be the ordered pair. So the ordered pair would be negative 2 comma negative 7. Ho, 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 ho. So at negative 2 comma negative 7, these two lines would intersect. That's what you're finding. Let's continue on. Oh, ho, ho. Let's go to the next problem. Okay, write down the first equation right here. Y equals 4x. Okay, now then I'm going to put both equations right here. And then x plus y equals 5. So I have y equal 4x and x plus y equal 5. Underline the 4x. I'm going to take that 4x and plug it into that y. So write down x plus and then replace the y with 4x equals 5. Now then I can solve for x, can I? Because there's only one variable x. Okay, I don't have an x and a y anymore because I substituted. That's why you substitute. So 1x plus 4x is 5x, and then just divide by 5, and I'm going to get x equals 1 and underline that. Now then, take the first equation and write it over here. I'm going to replace the x with 1. So if I do 4 times 1, I will get 4. Underline it. That makes up my ordered pair. My ordered pair would be 1, 4. X, y, right? You put your x first, your y second. So what you're doing is you're finding x, you're replacing the x in the other equation, finding y, and then you know your x and your y. Ho, 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 ho. Let's keep going. Number 3. Oh, let's put the solution right here. 1, 4. So let's go to the next one. Oh. Okay, on the next one, this equation is solved for y. Now then, write down both of them. Y equals x minus 1, and write down 2x minus 3y equals negative 1. And then underline what your y is equal to. My y is equal to negative x minus 1 in it. I'm going to take that negative x minus 1 and plug it into that y. So watch what I'm going to do. 2x minus 3 and start a parentheses. What will I replace that y with? I'm going to replace it with x minus 1. And then it's going to equal to negative 1. So does everyone just see what I did? I took the y and I replaced it with the x minus 1. The only thing I have in my equation now is x. There is a lot of integer math in this. If you're weak with your integers, this will be hard. You got to use a calculator and work it out. Okay, so now then I'm going to distribute the negative 3. This is going to be a little bit harder because we have the parentheses. So I've got to distribute the number in front of the parentheses. So 2x minus 3x plus 3 equals negative 1. I'm going to group my x's. 2x minus 3x is negative 1x or negative x. Move over this 3. So negative x equals negative 4. 2 negatives makes a positive, doesn't it? So I'm going to divide by negative 1 and I'm going to get my x equals 4. Take the top equation, write it over here. It's a lot of steps in this. You're going to replace the x with 4. So y equals 4 minus 1. Y is going to end up being 3. Underline it. That makes up your answer. So my answer is going to be 4, 3. Oh, a lot of steps. It's not hard. We're keeping these numbers small. Notice on this page there's not one double-digit number. Okay? We're keeping the number small for you. We're not going to make you do like 275 minus 364. Keeping the number small. It is steppy though. Step by step, you're going to get this. We're going to work through and we're going to do it. Okay, now then look on the last one of the notes. Okay, this is the equation that's solved for y. So right now, y equals negative 2x plus 9. That's the equation I'm going to replace the other y with. So let's write down both equations. And then 2x minus 3y equals negative 11. I'm going to take this negative 2x plus 9 and plug it right there into that y, aren't I? Okay, so I'm going to write down 2x minus 3, start a parentheses. I'm not going to write down y, I'm going to write down negative 2x plus 9. So I'm going to write down the negative 2x plus 9, close the parentheses with the same color here, equals negative 11. Ho, 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 ho. Now then I got to distribute the negative 3, right? I got to bluebell truck the negative 3. So I'm going to get 2x. Negative 3 times negative 2 is a plus 6x. Negative 3 times a positive 9 is a negative 27 equals negative 11. Okay, so 2x plus 6x is 8x. Move the 27 over. Negative 11 plus 27 is 16. Divide by 8. And I'm going to get x equals 2. Hopefully this year we are giving you problems that just have integer answers. Okay, now then I'm going to take this. Write down y equal negative 2x plus 9. Replace that x with 2. And notice these numbers are still pretty small. Okay, so negative 2 times positive 2 is negative 4. Negative 4 plus 9 is 5. So my ordered pair would be 2, 5. Your x and your y, right? You have just entered a larger world, okay? It's fine if you don't get this yet. We're going to do some problems for your homework. Okay, when we do the homework, I'll start you off on it. You'll get this. This is steppy. Go back and watch the video over and over and look at how you got these problems. Remember, you are amazing. You are created to do wonderful things, and you are awesome.